Yeah, no, we're adrift now. Oh, hold on. No, they're repairing. They are repairing. Fire. We've repaired a bit. We're damaging the fighter. This is actually not going as bad as it first seemed. Because they look like they're actually heavily damaged and not repairing. Our drones are keeping us in the fight. We could actually win this. No, you are winning. Oh, I am winning. We blew it up! We only bloody well went and did it. Look at that! Can we have a round of... Okay, so the reason it was going down was because the drones were repairing it. They were such a good investment. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I was like, what are you supposed to be holding something? The shield was just invisible. There's somebody else here as well. You could say that! That is something you could definitely say. Where's Serrano? Is she still like back at actual Whiterun fighting the guards or something? Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. Who are you? Wait, you're a vampire. What are vampires doing here? What? Okay, that was an escalation I was not actually prepared for. Who are you? Bounty collector? The bounty collector's here as well? I may be in a bit of a predicament. That helps. We're not going to be able to punch him out. Imagine if it did, it'd be terrible at keeping people in. Yeah, people just come up and punch their way out. Okay, this is not even slightly working. Ah! This is worse! This is much worse! I always enjoy watching a streamer whose slots are filled. My slots are always filled to the brim when you're healer, Mephi. It's definitely not a... No! It's not! Stop that! I love a good nugget of Jason every now and then. It's like you're eating a 6-pack of chicken nuggets and then there's a Jason nugget. You're just like, oh, what was I eating before? Why am I eating Jason? Nobody knows, but it's a great time. Mudcrab will fight, yes. Yes, they are actually fighting. Yes, fight the mudcrabs. I'm not your real enemy, the mudcrab is. Okay, this is leveling up exceptionally slowly, which I should have predicted considering how low level this stuff is. Wait, you know what? We should use this. This is actually like a... Why did I even try that? It was an unintentional magic trick, but I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! You can still hear me, but you can't see me. Ooh, and then ready? I'll come back. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Everyone's mind just exploded. Whoa, I'm a wizard. Yay! I told you guys I was a wizard. I told you. I told you. I told you. Nobody believed me. Why are you not my dad though? Well, you see, there's this thing called
I know the part of the sewers you were talking about. Follow me, I'll show you.
A new handyman. I don't have to stop. I can hire as many handymen as I like. I can just keep this train rolling because there's unlimited funds. And honestly, the park never stays clean. I just want people to clean the grass. I want them to pick up after the guests. I want them to empty the bins. I want them to make sure that everything's gonna be okay, because sometimes I lie awake at night and I just think that nothing is okay.
Hello there.
The Mythic Dawn won't dare try anything now that the best soldiers in Cyrodiil are defending Bruma.
Not that I'm here now. They won't try anything. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Vanguards, welcome. Paul, hello there. Adam, welcome. Claire, how you doing? Mike. Oh, Mike, it should be. What about that? Oh, I know what it is. How about now? How about now? Does that sound better? That's because... Come a little... I was recording some music today. And I sing loud, so... There's like a switch on the mic that goes to minus 20 decibels, so I can belt out those fresh tunes and it doesn't like clip and just sound awful. I did that and then I forgot to set it back, so... Thank you for pointing out straight away though. Very helpful, thank you. Huzzah! Yes, there we go. Hate clipping though, yeah. Mine's actually got a minus 10 on one side and a minus 20 on the other. One of the reasons that I got this one, because like especially when I do, well yeah, when I sing like the louder parts, like it gets super loud. And I used to have an old Rode NT1A, which is a great mic, but if you sing loudly, which I do, that thing doesn't handle it very well. It really struggles. So that's why I got this one. But yeah, at least it was easily explained. There's nothing worse than having a problem and then just going, well it shouldn't be broken. Oopsie. And then having to figure out for like 20 minutes what's going on. I didn't use mic for talking, but in music production / editing, -6 is that sweet spot for me. Yeah. I mean, when I edit my videos, there's a setting that you can put on the compressor. Well, it's on the master, but it's like through the compressor, which is -6. So it goes like all the way up to the top and then sort of drops it back down to... It sits in that little threshold at the top, so it doesn't go over, and it doesn't like you can hear it, but it's not like squashing it too much, and it's not clipping. So yeah, -6 is usually. But yeah, even a -6, I don't think would do enough for my singing. And a devilish number, so what's not to like? Fair. What about -666 decibels? Then no one would hear anything, but you know, it would be the bad number, I guess. So ultimate work is always just -1 or -2, so I like having things loud and crispy but not clippy. Yeah, exactly. I always like push it as far as I can go. Like when I do my editing, I push it as far as I can go, put that little bit of compress on the end of it so it doesn't clip, and then just adjust the gain until it just, the top of it is perfectly sitting there at like 0, because there's nothing worse than like...
Please, don't hurt me!
I will hurt you. Shut up. Get out of my stream. Wow, that was a bit rough. There's nothing worse than like watching a YouTube video, and you're watching one video, right, and it's like, you know, it's a normal, reasonable sound and level or whatever, and then an ad comes up, all of a sudden, your eardrums are blasted through your anus somehow, and then you go to the next one, and then it goes like to the next video, and then it's super quiet, and then the next video, and it's suddenly loud again. It's such a pain in the ass. Like, my streams have to be a little bit quieter. But when I export it to YouTube, I make sure that they're actually, like, brought up to a proper level. Otherwise, it's just... It sucks. I'd hear stuff then. No, minus 666. Then you'd never hear anything. I mean, if it was just 666, though, yeah. I don't think you would ever have ears again. Some VSC contact plugins are so loud I gotta run them... Sorry, gotta have them minus 24, minus 30. Wow, really? What plugins are you using? I think all of mine just sit on whatever the default is. And then I just adjust the gain outside of that. I've never had any that have been that loud. That's wild. So how is everyone? Are we good? You may notice that the category we're in is games and demos, I think it is. Because this game itself doesn't seem to have its own category. There's like a few different games called Outpost, but they're all like they've all got like either 30 or like 60 followers or something. And one of them, the description looked like it was written by a toddler, and then the other one is just a completely different game. So it's like, well, and then I Google what do you put it in when you don't have the game. They're like either retro or games and demos. I'm like, well, it's not retro. It's games and demos it is. There we go. A little bit of fun trivia for you that nobody asked for. Bam, we got him. We got him, coach. Some orchestra. Yeah, I have to unlock the manual volume so it doesn't go back to 0 in Contact. Yikes. What version of Contact are you using? I have 5 and I have 7 because 5 works for like everything that I use, but then I have to, everything I use except my drum plugin, that requires 7 or later. So I have 7 installed just for that. It's so annoying. Because I can't seem to get the other ones to like go through 7 properly. I think they changed the interface a bunch and I don't really like the new interface. And it was just, I couldn't figure out how to get it working, so I was just like, I've already got 5 installed, just leave it at that. But yeah. Every time I play pause, the Contact doesn't have good vanilla settings. Oh, really? As a library player. Haven't updated in a while, I'll check in a minute. Yeah, I think mine is set up as a plugin. And then I import libraries. I don't know, I set it all up a little while ago and then just try not to touch it lest things break, so. FL Studio 1112 was fine, then they rolled things upside down kinda. I think I'm using FL Studio 20. But Contact 5. So, I don't know. Whatever that means. Anyway, shall we play the game? Shall we get into the game? It's, yeah, I don't know. I've been in, I have been, like, in emails with the developer just about, well, they just contacted me about playing the game. I don't know if they said they were going to be able to make, like, come along to the stream or not. So, I'm not sure if we'll see them. Let me just check, actually. Did they say anywhere that they were actually going to be able to make it? Because it's probably, like, a really awkward time for them anyway. It often is. But, let me just double check. Do I have anything that says whether they'll be here or not? They'll try to join me. Okay, so we might see them, we might not. That's fine. What game is tonight? It is this game. Look at that game. Look at it. Whoa, look at all that game. There it is. Boom. Outpost Kingdoms. The base game Outpost. This is the DLC Kingdoms, which I don't think I've actually played because I think I played the original part before the DLC released. I played the base game, and it was pretty fun. And I don't think I've actually played this, but the the original, the base game is completely free on Steam, so you can go and have a look if you want. I don't think it's a huge game either because it's a roguelite. And then I think the DLC is like $15 or something. But you know, you can get so much just out of the base game, and then if you like it, you're basically paying to support the dev at that point to be able to play and obviously extra content, but supporting the dev that makes it. They just lumped like something from Windows 8 to Windows 10 and 11. There are code remaining regarding Windows 9 though. What? Voxel-ish? Yeah. It's got the voxel style. Got the long dark vibe. Oh, that sounds somewhat familiar. I don't know if I've played that. That sounds familiar. But it's a tower defense. It's a roguelite tower defense. And it takes a little bit to get like settled into it because you start off with like basic bitch level stuff. But then oh no, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. That's right. Oh, this is gonna go poorly. But then once you've got more stuff, oh no. I've completely forgotten how to play. I've absolutely scuffed this. There we go. Great start. So we chop down trees. We level up our implements. I've done this all wrong. I've done this very poorly. We've got a certain amount of energy per day. We've got a build menu, things that we can build. I'm gonna get a straw mattress, and I'm also going to get the tent because that gives us more energy per day. And then we're going to build these little turrets and stuff and defend against little mobs and stuff that will attack us. It's fairly straightforward. Oh. What's that? Is that like my attack? I don't think I've seen that before. And I've got this, you get all these different power-ups and different abilities and stuff as you play, as you unlock it. I've got this one that seems like ridiculously helpful, where you'll see that the thing that we're protecting, the shrine, will send out those pulses. Those blue pulses that do like 2 damage each or something, which ends up being ridiculously powerful, especially early game. It's a survival game with story mode. Yeah, I've definitely... I don't think I've played it, but I've definitely heard of it and seen it. That jumping feels like Don't Starve series. Yeah, it does. You're right. Nice Cantina band cover. Thank you. Thank you. We did a few Star Wars ones, didn't we? Did Duel of the Fates, which is a bit different. And then this one. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I really got to settle back into remembering how to play this. Okay, we're doing alright. We've got 5 energy. Let's upgrade our axe one more time. I do want to eventually get stone. I can't remember if I have... I might have a... Hold on. I'm just going to turn down my headphones a little bit. It's a bit loud. I think I have something that allows me to pick up stone each night, but I don't know if that's like a power-up I got, or if that's something I have to build. I don't remember. So what I like to do is I like to get these. These things are great. 10% attack speed and range. So we can just buff the crap out of this one turret and just let it go to town. And then we can eventually get bigger and better ones. How does it feel playing winter games during fall, or is it called autumn in Australia? Yeah, it's called autumn. I'm usually locked in a room and don't really pay attention to the weather in the outside world. Especially since it's always like really warm in this office, except for the fact that I've got my my aircon on. Like, that's why I have to have my aircon on. So it doesn't feel too different, but like if I actually ever went outside, it would feel weird. There's something we need to get, and I can't remember what it is. Those beach snow umbrellas, though. I know, right? Very tasteful. Maybe we are getting it. I think I've got like a trinket, because you can like put all different pieces of armor and stuff on that give you different bonuses for each play. And I think I've got... Oh, it's the Raccoon King. Where is he? He's down here? He's already dead. Yeah, I didn't even see him. Yeah, we're updated, but that's because we killed a boss. I should probably put a second turret in. Maybe put like a big boy turret in, like a ballista. Now that I got that. Because things start ramping up quite a lot. It starts off relatively easy, especially when we have this and we have the kind of fairly buffed attack speed turret and everything. But things will start coming in with like hundreds of health, and we will just have no hope unless we do a lot of upgrades. I would like to be placing these, ideally, because they're 20%. But I don't have the stone. I don't really have the stone income yet. NPCs fighting each other? No, it wasn't the NPCs. It's the fact that I've got a 50% range buff on this turret. And because its projectile is kind of... This is a bad example of a map because it's the white snow. So you've got like this light grey projectile and you can't really see it. So it was actually this one turret yeeting it from here. It's just very hard to see. There'll also be bosses and units in this that I haven't even seen because as I mentioned before, I haven't played the DLC yet, so we'll see. It's kind of survival tower defense. Yeah, it's like a roguelike survival tower defense. Like it's a sort of a mash of a few things. And honestly, when I saw it and when I heard about it, I was like, there's a lot of roguelites. There's a lot of like tower defenses, and we had been burned before by a tower defense on this channel. I'm not gonna name and shame, but if you've watched the channel, you might be familiar with it. And my goodness, that was not the best. And I played this and I was very pleasantly surprised comparatively. And like even without comparison, this is actually just kind of fun. Roguelike be good. Roguelites are like roguelikes and roguelite that they're slightly different. Can't remember what the difference is, but they're like a double-edged sword, I find. You can have some really good ones and some really crappy ones. Because the thing about a roguelike or roguelite is it allows indie developers to... I want to say this in a very... I don't know, the way... Take this... Don't take this as poorly, because the way I say it may sound bad, but it allows developers to be able to put in less effort to get a much larger outcome. Which doesn't mean that the game is less or worse, it just means that they can do more. They'll put in the same sort of amount of effort as they would with a bigger game, but they'll get more scope to the game, because you end up being able to have, you know, procedural stuff, and you don't have to specifically design every intricate part of the game, which, especially for stuff like this, can really help its case. But yeah, it also can mean that, yeah, people... our developers will just end up being lazy, or they just won't necessarily have a great game to begin with. And it won't be very fun. But this one, so far, I've enjoyed it. I think I've put about 20 hours into it before we stream. Usually I don't put any hours in before I start, because I want to get my, like, straight away, unfiltered, unbiased reactions. But because this one had a little bit of, you know, progression system to it, I figured I'd give it a whack before we started. And I'm glad I did, because now I've unlocked stuff, I have more idea what's going on, and it's a great time. True, oftentimes permadeath. Yeah, I mean, some of my I don't know if I would say most favorite games, but definitely up there with some really good games that I like to play. Something like Slay the Spire. The Dungeon Beneath is another pretty good one. Backpack Hero, which I recently, a little while ago, was given a code for that. They're roguelites, or roguelikes, like deck builders and stuff like that, and they're super fun. I should probably upgrade my pickaxe. I play Cataclysm Bright Nights Ahead. You might be familiar with the main fork called CDDA, Dark Days Ahead, over Realism. Yeah. Can't say I've actually heard of it. I might have to check that out. Okay, do I want to add, I think I should add a sniper in. I'm going to put a sniper on either side. See, there you go. You can see the projectiles now. We've got Queen Bee. We've got, Beyonce's coming in here. Beyonce's dead, everyone. You heard it here first. Beyonce is dead. Ripperoni. Piece of piss, because we've got some good turrets. We've got some good attack speed and stuff. It's going great. I can also, like, stack some damage and stuff, but I often find in these games that attack speed is my preferred choice. I don't even want to necessarily say that it's better, I just prefer doing that. Darkest Dungeon Monster Train, true. Yeah, there's some good ones. I never personally got into either of those two. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, because they were so similar to, like, something like, yeah, Slay the Spire, which I really loved. But for some reason, it just didn't quite land with me. Oh, damn. I think he used to be able to harvest during the night. But I can 100% see the appeal of them. They're just, for some reason, were just like 95% there, and then I still kind of enjoyed it when I played it, but then it wasn't something that I went back to time and again, whereas Slay the Spire I've played quite a lot of. Still not very good at it, but I played a lot of it. And if you haven't checked out The Dungeon Beneath or Backpack Hero, highly recommend those games. Yeah, they're just little indie games that are, yeah, super fun as well. A lot of replayability in them. More stone. So what I can do is I can start setting up a saw bench and a drill, which allows me to gain stone and wood automatically per day without me having to go out. And because trees are getting further away because I'm cutting them down, which they will regrow and stuff like that, but because I'm having to do more stuff and it's going to get a lot harder. Hello, yet another Twitch streamer. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the follow. I am going to want to invest in some of these things. I'll get a little bit less, but time is also a commodity. So I want to be able to... because look how far these stone deposits are away now. I want to be able to make sure that I can actually still have resources and still build. So I'm going to invest in some of that. Cataclysm controls are terrible. You got to use many hotkeys, but in the end it'll be rewarding. Okay. Yeah, if you want to put it in the recommendations in the Discord, I'll definitely try and have a look at it at the very least. Okay, let's get a stone chopper. So we will have less energy during the next day, but I will be able to do things closer to home, basically. I probably want to set up a few because, like, we only really have wood that's close at the moment. Look at the range on those. We can't even see the enemies and they're just getting yeeted. Okay, things are starting to actually get inside our visual range now. I want to get some more of these happening. Yeah, there we go. We got that. Oh yeah, we've only got 3 out of 3 energy. I was just about to say, I think it's... They've changed it, but no. I had 5 out of 5 before. Alright. And the upgrades, the reason that you do the pickaxe upgrades and the axe upgrades is because it makes this, the gathering, quicker, but it also gives you the chance of getting more resources when you do the harvest. Want another one of these. And that's a pretty decent setup. I don't know how... I don't know what my furthest distance I've ever gotten in this before is. I guess we're gonna see how far we get. It's feeling pretty good so far, although I might want to start stacking some damage. We don't have this advanced one yet, but this one at least gives 1 damage, which doesn't sound like much, but when we've got all these attack speed modifiers, and we've got things that have got armor now, it may actually start being kind of beneficial. Yeah, because these things are actually getting closer now. I might even build another drill. Oh, I can't yet. I need to... I want to be able to have like an actual amount of stone coming in each day. So I think I'm going to get 1 more drill. I might get another drill and another sawmill. So that way I only have 1 energy each turn, which... I don't know if I'm probably getting diminishing returns at that point, but I'm going to be more likely to be able to actually harvest 1 than I am use all of them and not just lose them by the end of the day. Oh, this is the one I really want to get. The cogwheel. 40% attack speed, but it costs 7 stone. Should we just go all attack speed, no damage? I know I was just saying we should stack damage, but should we just go all attack speed? I love all attack speed builds. They're always so fun. Dorothy, no! Oh, Dorothy might get in, you know? I think Dorothy's gonna make it. Body block! Body block! Nah. We didn't. We didn't make it. We got some good experience though, and we've unlocked some new things. Mithril leggings. I'm not going to use that. Okay, so now we get to unlock stuff. There's all these talents we can unlock, and they give us... Ooh, shrine with extra... Oh, that's... Okay, we don't have enough for that. How much do we have, actually? 20... Oh, we have 61 experience. Still Greaves. Movement speed might be worth it, although... Luck during springtime. There's so many extra things you can add. Going to scan Uranus in Starfield? My anus isn't in Starfield! 20% more experience is always a good one to invest in. It's boring, but it is beneficial. Let's do it. Okay, well, I can't... That's 200. Yikes. Increase the amount of stone on the map. That could be a good investment. Fast forward speed. No, I don't care about that right now. Man, stone swords. We've gone heavily down the pickaxe and axe tree. Shrine could take 2 hits. That probably would have saved us tonight. Shrine regenerates. I don't know. What should I invest in here? Corrosion potions? Don't know what that is. Rock launcher? That'll be like essentially a catapult splash damage sort of thing. Stick trap. See, some of these like things that we can build, I haven't even unlocked yet because I'm focusing on other stuff. Stone bows. Oh yeah, we can get a bow. I don't want to have to do any of it myself though, so I'm not investing in that. Increasing. Okay, let's increase. Let's give the base another shield because that would have saved us tonight if we had have had that. That's great. Let's try again. I'm collecting survey data from gas giants to get a boost to my credits. Look, Uranus is one of the most gaseous things I know of, so that's a good shout. Here we go. We've got a nice green map this time. So we'll be able to see what's happening. I like the green maps. Last time I mentioned XCOM Defense from 94. It's interesting how after applying higher res mods, patches, old games still hold up surprisingly well. Yeah, did you put that in the recommendation in the Discord? Because I forgot what it was and I couldn't remember if it was. I don't think it was in the Discord because I would have liked to look that up. I think this is just. I think that's just lighting. I don't think it's. Oh, maybe it does something because those ones aren't on. Oh, also, why do I have like a throwing dagger this time? Or was that turret shooting? Maybe I don't know. I'm not paying anywhere near enough attention to what's happening. Oh right, I don't know. Yes. No, but I'll put a list of some interesting titles. Yeah, please do. I can't guarantee that I'll get a chance to look at it, but if I do, it's nice to have some things to suss out. All right, we need to get that mattress in early. And what is it for that? We need 4. Okay, so we need more wood. I want to get the mattress and the tent early so that we can have more energy to do stuff. This shrine defense will like sort of keep us safe for probably like 5 or 6 waves, honestly, maybe even more. So we don't have to worry too much about the actual defense. We want to solidify our economy first. Okay, we can put the tent down. Let's just put them over here. Near that. Very cool. And I want to probably invest in the pickaxe or something next. Or the third tier axe, maybe. I know life's too short, too many games to try before we all die. Wow, that took a turn. True. We are, and like, as much as a lot of people have complained about the games industry lately, for good reason. There's been a lot of bollocks stuff happening. We are like kind of spoilt for choice for good games at the moment. Like in the last probably year or two, I'd say, there's been some real bangers of games come out. And then that's not even talking about the indie scene. Like that's not even bringing in something like this, the indie scene. Just like the more... I mean, some of them were indies, I suppose. Some of the big success stories. But yeah, even just in like the more AAA space, there's been some real good games lately. Or big games at the very least. I'm also helping random people with random encounters with hostile forces. And then when they hail me to ask how to repay me, I say credits will do fine. Money, 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 money. Gotta buy my groceries somehow.
Do I go really lazy and invest? No, I should actually make good use of my tools because they are more efficient. I was gonna say, do I get the drill and the sawmill like super early? I don't think that's a good investment. I think you're better off to use your tools while you can. That's also just a life lesson. Use your tools while you can, people. Is that? Oh, I've got one more. I need to cut down a tree, please. I'm swelled by huge, great brands, and then indie market came, which is a love-hate relationship. Yeah, no, I'm totally with you on that. There is a lot of just like shovelware out there that is just not worth your time, and I always try and not play those. Like when I play them on stream, I try and be as picky as possible so that I'm only playing something I'm actually going to enjoy and it's not wasting everyone's time. But on that same note, there is some real bangers. Like, there are some real good indie titles that I've come across. And I would probably say about 3 or 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't have even... I would just basically turn my nose up at any indie at all. Because I'd just seen so much absolute shovelware. And I hadn't really found any worthwhile indies. And then things like Slay the Spire, and some of the games that I mentioned before, and some just like real good indies, just simple but really nice games came across my desk, and I played those, and I was just like, you know what? Why the hell don't I try out some of these indies? Because there are some good ones. And since then, I've, stumbled across a lot more like decent games than I would have if I had just only played AAA stuff. The Raccoon King's here. Is my sniper gonna do good enough against this guy? I might have to come down and throw some daggers at him. He's on the other side. God damn it. Oh, this is dubious. Ironically, the shrine is still doing the most work out of anything. I also get credits from the wreckage sometimes, or some resources. Yeah, kill stuff, get paid. Best way to do life. That's what I say. Is that a good thing? Is that a good message? I don't think so. Okay, I need more stone. Okay, I think I want to start investing in my my quick economy stuff now. So next turn, what is this actually? Mud pool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Slowing them down. Okay. You gotta have slow stuff, or like slowing stuff in the tower defense. Steam Greenlight. Yeah, is that... I think I've heard the name before, but I don't know if I've ever actually paid any attention to it. Is that basically just where a lot of this shovelware stuff gets onto... like, gets greenlit by Steam and sold on the store or whatever? Is that just what... is that what that's called? Because, damn, there is a real quagmire of just absolute trash out there. Don't get me wrong. But there are some good ones. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that. So we're getting some instant resources. Okay, we're gonna... Oh. It's kind of weird that I seemingly can only harvest these stone piles from the side. I don't know if that's a bug or if I'm doing something wrong. It's a little inconvenient sometimes. It's not the worst, but it's a little inconvenient. Okay, I think we'll just save for the next. I'd moderate upcoming games harder, like No More Perma, Alpha Beta. If your game is buggy AF, don't even try selling it. Yeah. Like, there's an amount of, like, having an audience to be able to alpha and beta test it so that you can get those things out. Like, fix those things. But at that stage, I don't know that you should be charging for it. At least you definitely shouldn't be charging very much for it if it's very buggy and if it's like in really early alpha. Because there's definitely some of them that is just like, yeah, this is not a game yet, but it's still being sold. No, I don't want to put another sawmill down. I want to put another drill down. I think that's what the next thing will be. Do I wait for that? These ones are more efficient because 20% for both. But these are way cheaper. Last time I built a whole bunch of umbrellas, I probably should do the same thing. I think it's barely playable, so you're good. What, the Steam Greenlight stuff? Or are you saying this is barely playable? This is pretty fun, honestly. Pretty good. Enjoying it. It's like 500 credits per survey for Gas Giant, which are just one scan and then they're sellable. Then the random encounters are giving me like 3k per. That sounds like a good investment. Okay, we're still defending okay. But I'm definitely going to have to invest in these drills because we are not getting much stone. That was pretty good. That was a full 3. I like that. There's just no stone near us, really. Alright, we need a 3. Everyone pray to log that we get a 3 here. We need a 3. Come on. 3. 3. 3. We got 1. Rip. Ripper, and we don't get to build our banner. Sag. Regarding Steam Greenlight games, Steam Greenlight Outpost sounds interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, again, like, but the thing is as well, along that same sort of thing, like, yeah, you can be getting extra people in to alpha and beta tests and things like that, so there can be some sort of argument there. But if you put it out there too early, and the game is too buggy, and there's not enough for people to do, and like it's not very good yet. Some people will understand, and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's in alpha, you know. I'll come back when it's a bit more feature rich, and I'll keep an eye on it. But a lot of people will just be like, what is this crap? Why is this here? Why am I wasting my time on this? And then you've just turned them away indefinitely. So there is quite a balance that you have to strike with when you put it there. Okay, let's get another sniper. Bot's calling me to buy another phone. Is this a thing in Australia as well? To buy a phone? I don't know that we have stuff to, like, bots calling to buy, for us to buy phones. We definitely have, like, bots that will call us to try and scam us about the fact that, the government, oh, I don't know, it's always something stupid. I can't even remember what the last one was, but as soon as you hear, like, the robotic voice saying anything, you're just like, okay, hang up the phone, please. This is a scam. Ooh, let's get a cogwheel. Boom, 40% on both of those. Yes, please. That is some good investment. I'll get one on the other side as well. I might invest in a couple of these umbrellas as well. Because I'm not getting stone quickly enough, and the stone I'm getting, I probably want to spend on cogwheels. If there was a music Steam green light, it'd be this way. Yo, here's my demo. I have an ass mic, so there you go. Enjoy, dog. Give me your cash now. Yeah. You're goddamn right it would be. I mean, isn't that kind of like what SoundCloud is? In a lot of ways. Like, there's some good stuff on there as well. It's the same sort of thing. But there's a lot of, like... And, again, like, you kind of have to have this space for that crap to be put out there. And for some people to... if not enjoy it, at the very least see the potential and, you know, hold out for the real thing. But damn, I've got limited time. I'm a busy boy. I got things to do. I don't want to be wasting it on some shovelware garbage. Okay, I'm gonna save for another cogwheel. Can we go? No. Whoops. This is going alright. This is going fine. I want to just like super buff these, I think. Because I think my shrine, as well as doing the burst, I think it's also shooting. So if we can just like mega buff these, we might be looking alright. They're the ones who call up and tell you that they're from the ATO. That's it. And owe taxes and need to pay with Steam or iTunes gift cards. Those are the ones. Yes, the ATO. That's what it is. I couldn't remember the name of it. You're 100% right. And then they're like, oh, something to do with either Centrelink or the tax office or something. And you owe this or do this or whatever. Or we're going to give you money or something. And it's like, okay. All right, buddy. The sad thing is, it's similar to what I was saying the other night, where these things are very clearly scams, but people are obviously falling for them. There's people out there that simply don't know better, and it's not because they're stupid, it's just because they haven't been given the correct information yet. They just haven't been exposed to this stuff, and so they fall for this crap, and so those people are able to just keep doing it, because people are obviously still falling for it. Turrets there. This is good. This is going alright. These cogwheels are gonna come in clutch. Mark my word. Look at them go. Look at that. Look at that attack speed. Bruh. SoundCloud is dead. SoundCloud is dead. I used to use SoundCloud. I've still got a bunch of stuff on SoundCloud. And I just stopped uploading to it because, number one, it was just a waste of time. It's another one of those platforms where it's like any of these platforms, whether it's musicians or gamers, it doesn't matter what it is. When it's, regardless of what the thing is, if it's a bunch of, like, actually one really good example of this, I can't remember what the platform was called, but their whole tagline was made by musicians for musicians. And as soon as you hear that, you know to step to the other side of the pond. Go to the other side of the road, because it is a waste of your time. Because all you're going to get is a whole bunch of people that are trying to sell their stuff in the same place, going, oh yeah, your stuff is great, and getting just all this fake engagement just so that they can get the engagement back. Everyone's just follow for follow, like for like, just wasting everyone's time. And it's just a big old circle jerk of time wasting. And that's kind of what SoundCloud is as well. But the main reason I stopped using it was because there's like a limit of how much you can put on there. And I got to the limit and I was just like, well, I'm getting like no return from putting stuff on here, really. Like, I'm not getting any new listeners. I'm not getting basically anything. So what's the point of being here? And then I just like, yeah, no, I'm out, dog. And I haven't really used it since then. That's my story anyway. Especially after they started pushing premium, the free tier is limited, so at first I started adding 15-second teasers, but because of no traffic I quit it. Yeah, it's just a waste of time. Oh, I should be harvesting stuff. I didn't realize we were during day at the moment. Like, if you're getting something, like even if it's not a huge amount, you can justify it, but I was just getting literally nothing. I get like a few likes or something maybe, which is completely irrelevant because it's on SoundCloud. Like, that doesn't translate into anything. So I was just like, yeah, no, I'm out. All the ones that claim they're from Amazon need to pay something, or the ones that just call and hang up in order for you to call them so they don't pay for the call. Oh, is that what the strategy behind those ones is? Because I've gotten a few of those. Oh, it's Dorothy again. Dorothy, please. I've gotten a few of those where I've just been like, I've like answered the phone and I've done my delay, leave space, and then hello. And they've already like hung up by then. I didn't realize that makes sense where it's like they expect you to call them back because it's like, oh no, I've missed a call, I better call them back. That makes so much more sense now. Let's get down to business. There we go. On there. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately people are falling for them because they just don't know any better. It's almost like blaming a toddler for peeing their pants. Well, maybe not a toddler, like, well, early toddler, like a very young child for peeing their pants. They don't know any better yet. More like poses for poses. True, true. MySpace was kind of spammy, but that spam was more relevant. The community was more organic. I generally enjoyed 99% of the content they all have thrown at my inbox. Yeah, there was at least, because MySpace wasn't just for the creators, it was for other people as well, so there was some chance of organic traffic. But when you have platforms that are by creators for creators, they're a waste of your time because the only people that are going to go there are the people looking to expand their audience, which means they don't care about your audience other than the fact that they can maybe get some of your audience to come over to their audience, which is not going to happen. And it's just this because of everyone's intentions, and it's just a big waste of time. It's a big old waste of time. And if you have a number long enough, you'll get every spam list in the world and get calls all hours of the day. I have a new number to start afresh because of the bot calls. Really? Oh, as in like, oh right, if you've had, I mean, I've had my same phone number since I got a phone. And I wouldn't say it's increased at all, but I guess it makes sense that it would, because they can just pass it around. Luckily, I've not had too many problems with it, but yeah, I guess. Well, mood is now crap. What's wrong? Wyvern, what's wrong? Is it because of the conversation topics we were talking about, or has something happened? Oh, look at that fire rate. Look at him go. Who are they shooting at? Can't even see them. It's not a boss yet, so. I want to get another one of those cogwheels if I can. I need to see if there's more stone somewhere. Same, my number is the same since I got it back when I was 15. Yeah, like I've literally had the same number for literally years. No, they just... Michael Gambon died this morning? That name is super familiar, but I don't know who that is. Refresh me on who that is. I've probably seen some of their stuff, but that doesn't spring immediately to mind. Dumbledore. Oh, no. Okay, so I was never into Harry Potter, but man, I can understand how that would be... That would hit hard for a lot of people. He would have been massive for a lot of people. Nick, come on now. Be reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be exactly like that when I'm gonna feel your exact pain when Patrick Stewart or Ian McKellen pass away. And they're both pretty damn old, so... Man, I'm not looking forward to that moment. So, hopefully we can at least try and get your mind off it a little bit. By showing all the cool lights and endorphins. And things happening on screen. Just look at this. Everything's fine. Okay, another cogwheel. Boom. Patrick Stewart has a book coming out soon. Does he? What's it about? Is it just an autobiography or what is it? I don't read books. I probably should, but I don't. No, I don't want to chop down the tree. No, stop. Oh, I can I didn't even realize I could rotate the camera. Good job, Isaac. You've done it. I was like, how do I mine that brick, that rock that's under the tree that I can't see? Problem solved. Okay, I should be able to get another one of these. Actually, no. I need to invest in some damage now. Oh... But I can only... No, I can only get that for one of them, though. So actually, no. It's too late for me to invest. I would have had to put it where the cogwheels are. You can destroy previous objects, but I don't think you get any of the money back. And those things cost a lot, so I don't really want to be removing them. It might actually be worth investing in another ring of turrets around the outside, These things are getting strong. The fire rate, though, I love it. It's great. Making It So, a memoir, releases the 5th of the 12th, 23. Interesting. Again, I don't read books, but if I did, I'd probably actually be interested in that. I should get... These do... Okay, I should get probably some ballistas. If I can get a ballista on either side, and then maybe plug the gaps with just twig cannons, then we might have a strategy. Making It So, a seamstress tale. Not even like a tale as in a story, as in their actual tale, like they're a furry. A furry seamstress is what you're talking about, Nick. Drumstick, 600 health. We're dead. We're going to die, chat. Where is Drumstick? Oh, there he is. He's over here. We're dead. We are 100% dead. Can we body block him? No, he cares not for our body blocking. He says, "Sir, step aside." I mean, actually, it's to the wire, but are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Chat, we did it. Our shield. I'm glad we invested in that shield. I can't believe we actually made that. That was 600 health. That's wild. I'm so good at games. You guys have never seen anyone so good at games before. This is my life's achievement. That's really sad. Can we afford another one? No, not quite. We should be able to next turn though. Next day. We just need... Yeah, that next day will bring in what we need. Okay, this should be... This is the furthest I've ever gotten. Night 21. We're making history here tonight, chat. I love that we don't even get to see what's attacking us because of how long the range on these things are now. Until the snails rock up and they've got heaps of health, so they get in range. If we can boost the attack speed of these ballistas, if I can get some like cogwheels around these ballistas, that'll be pretty hype. Okay, but before I do that, I'm gonna just put in a bunch of just pissy little turrets that can do like a tiny bit of damage. Just something that can, just a few things that can hit a few more times, you know? Because they should still get pretty big buffs. Because they're still getting, well, they're getting a few of these umbrellas and banners and stuff. They're not great. But they're cheap, so... Because I can invest in those for wood, and then save my stone up to get more cogwheels. You cannot what? It cannot... I saw in the message that it said cannot lie, but... Do my ears stop working? Did he just not finish that sentence? Weird. Okay, one there. One there. Boom, look at that. Beautiful. Look at the symmetry, I say, as I look at these umbrellas that make everyone furious, and these banners here. Don't even worry about it. Twitter game devs mentality. When I say I'd love to collab, by collab, game devs only think I'm gonna work pro bono, networking, lend a few tracks for their game. Yeah. I mean, I get they're on a shoestring budget, but you've got to be able. You can't give your services away for free, sadly. I mean, there is a certain point where you can, but that reeks of exposure. I mean, if you had the foreknowledge that the game was going to be really good and really successful, and they were going to give you like royalties, then it could be like, okay, maybe there's an argument there that something could happen, but otherwise, come on now. All right, cogwheel and more umbrellas, maybe. These ones sit just out here. I know we're not getting the buff on that, but that's because I want cogwheels around here. We're still alive, as the song suggests. Remember the E song? I do remember the E song, Nick. I do. But come on, you don't even have $10 for a minute of good original music. Yeah. Yeah, if you want, like, yeah. If you're wanting to be able to use somebody else's work, especially in a commercial project where they're not going to get any kickback from, like, what do you, yeah, how do you think they're going to get anything out of that? Because even if they go around going, oh, this person composed the music, isn't it amazing? Check out this person, the music is great. Out of like 1,000 people, one person might be like, oh, what a banger, let's go and check them out. But everyone else is gonna just be like, oh, this is a decent game. And that's it. Alright, more of these. Oh, let's do that actually, let's put them there. Wait, what am I doing? Wait, what did I... How did I... Oh, there we go. I was like, how did I place that incorrectly? What? There we go. Perfect. If I wanted exposure, I'd go to Chernobyl. Got him! What a zing. I love that. Yeah. It took me so long. Oh, it's Larry the Snail. Please, Larry. Is that a SpongeBob reference? Is that the name of the snail from SpongeBob? I don't watch SpongeBob. Wow, we're actually doing alright. Yeah, unfortunately I was like pretty far on into my music career before I realized that exposure was just another way of them saying, we're going to exploit you. It takes people a long time to realize that. They have to realize it in their own journey. Because you can tell them, and most people just won't understand it. Because they'll be like, oh, but I am getting exposure. This is great. And what else am I going to do? And, you know, to some extent, sure, fair enough. There is some very small situations where it can be worth it. But 9 times out of 10, that pub that is giving you exposure and dinner is not worth the 3-hour set that you've put together and your excellently crafted time and effort into learning your instrument and your set list and everything like that, and setting aside time from your day to go and perform. It's not worth it. Because one drunken, like three or four drunken patrons will be like, yeah, this is great, and they'll never remember it. And they'll never chase it up. Nothing will ever happen. Exposure will be literally nothing. But if they give you, you know, $100, at least you've made some money you can spend on something. Upgrading your equipment, investing into some sort of marketing, or, you know, time in a studio or something. But you can't do that with exposure. Oh, there was like a new mod there for a second. It's dead though, so I don't know what it was. I really should start considering getting a mailing list. Exploiture. Got him. There we go. Exploiter. Yeah, I think mailing lists are a decent idea, but they're also very difficult. Not only to maintain with with something that is actually beneficial to the person receiving that mailing list, like keeping it frequent and updated and, you know, useful enough that it's worth doing, but also getting people to actually sign up for it. Because if people have to do more than like one click, they're out. And again, kind of fair enough in a lot of ways. Because like I said, my time is valuable. And so is theirs. But I mean, it's just too hard to get anything, get any traction. But if you have, if you already have an established audience of people that, specifically want to be updated and would enjoy getting that information and stuff, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. Okay, I'm just gonna save up for something. For what? I don't know, but we're gonna save up. Okay, let's just let the day wait out so I can read chat. So we've done the controversial topic of the day. Time for ballet. Ballet. Wait, was that controversial? I don't know if it was controversial. I think it was just more a slam dunk on how bad the industry is. But I mean, I suppose it could be. Yeah. You'd be great at covering all those musicians' problems in podcast. Should I do a podcast? I mean, that's kind of what this is to a large extent. We're just we play games in the background, and you know, depending on the game, we have a lot of commentary on the game. This one's a little bit light on, but heavy on the serotonins, which is absolutely fine. and we end up talking about different stuff. It's pretty much a podcast at that point. But I guess it defined and depends on topics. An established audience, true fans is pure gold. Oh, absolutely. I'd like to take this moment, in fact, to once again give another shout out to the people that make this stream possible, the regulars that show up to this stream, because I tell you what, and I like, obviously DRF, my main mod, like it would not happen without. Well, I mean it would, but it would not be the same. But even just like. Even all you other guys like Wyvern and Paul, you've been here a fair bit recently as well.
We got nothing more to talk about.
What do you mean? I was just starting a conversation. We do have things to talk about. How dare you? This is a podcast. We just discussed this. What was I saying? Yeah, without like people. Oh no, that's in the way. People showing up. Even just like, you don't have to do anything, just hanging out, then this just would have died on the floor. So it's like, it's extremely important. It's like people that will just show up just to hang out or enjoy whatever content you're putting out or enjoy the product or whatever you're doing is like, it's worth its weight in gold when it comes to anything creative. Because there are so many people that will come along and they'll, you know, enjoy some of what you do for a little while. And, you know, as I said in the previous stream, it's completely fair enough. People change, their tastes change, your product or service or whatever also evolves and changes. So not everyone is going to stick around all the time. But when you can find people that are there and will stay around because they just enjoy what you do and they want to support you and continue to do that regardless, it's like, it's a massive boon. Whose boons? Your boons. I don't know why I said that. You host gaming podcast? True. That's this is a gaming podcast, everyone. Hello everyone and welcome to my gaming podcast. On Just Right Gaming, we discuss such important topics as ballet and the music industry. Is it dying? Find out after this commercial break. I don't want to. Am I high? Hey, I haven't got a banner here. Oh, there's a hole in my defense. Rip. Streamcast? Yes, it's welcome to the Streamcast. Ah, Mama Bird, look at how much health Mum. Well, actually, holy crap. Oh, it's pretty fast though. The attack rate strat is kind of working. Nope, stop. Get out of here. We got him. We lost one of our shields, but we got the bitch. Oh, I need wood. Can anyone give me wood? There we go, got it. Boom. Alright, now we need to save up for one more damage. Wow, we're doing actually way better than I thought we would. 31? Pretty wild. Fun fact, people started watching my Let's Play vids after I've quit doing it long ago. Wait, so you're saying that you used to do Let's Play vids ages ago and no one was really watching that much at the time and then you stopped doing it and now you're still not doing it, but they've started watching the ones that you did ages ago? Or are you saying you've started it up again and now people are interested? If you want strange conversations that could have been a podcast, some guys in my army unit were discussing drinking WD-40 a few days ago. It felt oddly normal. WD-40, I think you mean RP7. Has anybody heard of that? RP7? Is that like an Australian thing? Because WD-40 is obviously like is the one. Like that's the thing. But I also remember getting RP7. I don't know if it's like still sold or not. And I don't know if that's like an Australian thing, or if everybody else has that core memory as well. They are getting closer. I think we are going to die soon, but things are going a lot better than I thought they would. No, they got interested a few years later. I've been done with it. Isn't that the worst, though? It's like, okay, cool, I made something that you're interested in, but couldn't you have been interested in that when I was doing it? Instead of when I've, like, wrapped it up for good? Which is exactly why you have to kind of do something for at least, I would say, like a year or so before you can... Well, depending on what it is, obviously. But you have to do it for, like, a decent amount of time before you can tell whether or not it's actually making an impact. Like, we do a lot of... I try a lot of different things on the channel here. And we usually are only able to test them for, like, maybe a week or something. And we try to... Oh, no. We try to measure the best, at best, what impact it's made as we can. But sometimes it takes so long that you just don't have the chance to stick around that long to see any impact that it makes. And then people are like finally interested, and you're like, oh, of course. Well, I'm not doing that anymore, so thanks for that. Should we invest in some mud puddles? I think we probably should. How much do they cost? Oh, one? Okay, let's do that then. Let's put some mud puddles in the corners. Because they've got, like, there's fast enemies now, so... Put one there. And one there, on the opposite way. Okay. We'll see how that goes. That's what Ozzy Osbourne or Lemmy from Motorhead said. I'll become popular once I'm dead. That's when it happens. I mean, isn't that like Van Gogh's life story? Wasn't he just like nobody cared about him when he was alive, and then when he died, all of a sudden he's just like this world-class painter that everybody has remembered for literally centuries after his death? But nobody gave him the time of day while he was alive. So sad that that's how things go, but what can you do? But try your best. Okay, what else do we need to invest in here? It might be worth getting more mud puddles. I think that was actually a good investment. I usually just go like full damage in these games. But, oh no, I've put that... Oh, I didn't put that there, do I? What have I done here? Oh, I see what I've done. This was here when it should have been... Oh. Oh, yeah, no, it should have been there. Okay, because it's opposite on that. It's different on that side. We will need some here, but I think I'll put them out this part. So let's just put a few of them in now. And another one there, and another one... Where was it? Yeah, here. There we go. It should work. Just a little bit of slow. The main reason we need it is not because we're not doing enough damage, but because if they fly in it at an angle, then all of our turrets miss. Oh god, we're so dead. We're so dead. Oh my goodness, we survived that. Somehow, we survived that wave. I don't know how. But we are definitely dead in this wave. There's no way we survived this. Not a chance. Well, jeez, the spin on that. Wild. Where's the... There should be at least one more somewhere. You know what? Let's go there. And there. I think I've covered all the approaches. Maybe? What story? Some movie? No, I was saying the life story of Vincent Van Gogh was that he oh my goodness, I placed a bear trap here when I thought it was a cogwheel. God damn it. I was wondering why I still had so much stone. Oh, didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, that was his whole thing. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. It's healing. We can't beat this guy. He's healing himself. We actually can't damage him. This is the problem with the all attack speed build. We can't do enough damage. We're literally doing no damage. We're just absolutely slamming him with everything. 5,916 experience. What do you mean though? What? Yikes. Yeah, it was like, it was kind of tragic. The fact that he, yeah, literally during his lifetime, I think there were some people saw that he was, saw a skill that he had. Like there was some recognition, but most of it was after he died that everyone was like, oh, this guy was amazing. How did we not know about this? Because you never paid attention. I mean, citation needed, but I'm fairly certain that's how it went down. That's a nice car, but where did my van go? Gone. Watch the Doctor Who episode of him, it basically says it all. That's where I got half of that information, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think I knew that before the Doctor Who episode, so... but yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, it is true, and it's kind of sad, but... You know, at least it got there eventually, I guess. Still grades. Start the game grants free 6 upgrades for your tool. 6 free upgrades. Okay, I can't really say no to that, can I? What do I want to invest in here? We can get golden pickaxe and axe. I don't think that's what I want though. Stony Wolf when I kill a boss is probably not bad. Oh, more armor penetration on my shrine? That's probably pretty good. And it does more damage. If I get that. Let's just make our shrine OP. Let's just go a full shrine build. Just make the shrine be absolutely wild. Shrine can take 3 hits? Is that madness? What else can we get? Not really much. Crafted items cost 3% fewer essence. Okay, crafted items stronger. Oh, do they run out? Increases your weapon damage by 1. Okay, yeah. Spawn chance of runestones. I've not used runestones. Let's go more stone on the map. I think that's a pretty good investment. And quicker trees. I think that's pretty good. Pretty cheap, so... I'm aiming to get 20k channel points. What are you going to do with all those channel points, Nick? What are you planning to do with it? Day 40. Wow, we got to like... Didn't we get to like 35 or something? I think we actually got to like day 35. Wow, I'm surprised we did so well. Okay, so we get a bunch of free upgrades on our tools. Okay, oh, wait, is it the fact that it gives us... When it says 6 free upgrades, it means that we start with all of the original, like the tier 1 upgrades. That makes a lot more sense. Rather than just giving us a whole bunch of free stuff on one thing. Okay, I kind of scuffed that a little bit. I want to see how this shrine does, though. I'm gonna just save the channel points, no plans for them. Maybe a Melvin cam. I like doggos. Fair. +4. Okay, I need to get this mattress in. Quick sticks, so that we have that extra energy. And then I should also be able to get the tent in. So we'll start off with our 5 energy build. Right. Camp over there, very nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go all cogwheels around the shrine because the shrine turret is buffed by the cogwheels. We're just gonna go an all shrine build here and see what happens. I want to see how crazy this thing can go. Because I don't think it changes that that outward, like the AoE one, the shockwave. But it has its own little turret that it fires. That I'm pretty sure it buffs. How far away is the stone? Oh, also, I really should have upgraded before I did that. Let's go and get some stone. I was gonna check. Damn, I was gonna check to see if I had any more, like things I could put on, like utilities, gear, and stuff. I just completely forgot. Because there's some actually pretty good pieces of gear. One of them I've got that lets me have like 1 extra stone per day. Which doesn't necessarily sound like much, but especially in this, it makes a huge difference. Especially in the early waves. Steel. Oh, do we have steel now? Okay, we should invest in steel. Wow, those trees did grow back quickly, didn't they? Okay, can we get some stone? We probably should invest at some stage as well, getting some like more movement speed, but I'm too lazy for that. I like my favorite type of tower defense games, especially when they're like a hybrid of like survival or base defense sort of thing, is when I can make my turrets do all of the work. It's always annoying when I have to like do most of the work myself and then the turrets are supplementary. It's better the other way around. Did you do the wheel spin? I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. I remembered at the time and then completely forgot. Free Marvin! Oh no, we're gonna get Marvin out of the basement. Oh, weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll probably do it on the next, I'll pause it after I've done this day, and then go and get Marvin. Alright, we've got decent stuff stored in the bank. Let's do that upgrade before we finish. That's pretty good. This is gonna be an all rock build, so we're gonna need it. I'm gonna need all the stone we can get. I might even just invest in a whole bunch of drills. Just all drills all the time. So much so that I'm gonna ignore these trees. And I'm just gonna look for stone. We're already like out of stone though. This is with our 15% extra stone as well. Actually, I'm not going to make it to stone, so that we don't lose resources, I'm just going to chop that tree. Because it's up there, but I wouldn't have made it. Okay. Pause it. Let's get Marvin. Is Marvin 5 or 10 minutes? Did it say on there? No, because it was from the wheel spin. Hold on. I gotta go down to the basement. I'll be right back. Or, well, after he's done his thing. Never any funny business that goes on in this stream. None. That's something that I often wonder and wish. What would
Stop
be like?
right there, criminal scum!
Point już uda pizza fine.
I'm just Hey guys, it's me, Marvin. Thanks for letting me out of the basement. Woo! What is... Hold on. How much is Marvin? I think it's a 5 minute, right? Yes, 5 minutes. I had to check because I changed a few things. It's Melvin I love? Wow, rude. You guys let me out and then you don't even want me here? Well, there's a timer for when I can go away and not be rudely... just rude. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm very distraught. Oh, it's the Raccoon King. Here we go. This will be a real test of if this build is even possible. If we can defeat the Raccoon King. I mean, it should be possible. 5, it's fine. And now once we get in range of this... Okay, it didn't even get in range of the turret. We are going to need some range extension, that's for damn sure. But, let's get... Oh, actually, no. Let's get this first. Let's solidify a drill economy. So that we have to do, like, nothing. We're just gonna get rocks. Oh, wait, where was the closest stone? It was, like, up here, wasn't it? I think I'm only gonna be able to get one of them. Yeah, because you can see on the map there, the little grey dots. They're so far away now. There's this one, and then there's nothing else within range. Do you live with Wilhelm? I do, yeah. We all live down in the dungeon. He's very German, that man. Very legitimately, genuinely German. Okay, let's get a few of these because these are these have got the longer range. So there we go. Just realized that Faye almost has 4K. The subs that you have on YouTube has almost four times the amount of subs that you have on YouTube. Yeah, I noticed that when he followed a little while ago, when I was like finding out, just looking, seeing who he was, just in general. The first time he followed, I was like, wow, got a whole bunch of, actually got like a big old amount of followers over there, and not to like diminish that achievement in any way. But I think he got like 1 or 2 videos that went like super viral somehow, and got a massive influx from them. And then he hasn't had a lot since then. Like I don't think he's also, as you said, he doesn't really post much, so it hasn't necessarily maintained a high level of engagement, continual engagement. But I mean, yeah, that's a lot of. That amount of subs is on YouTube is actually pretty powerful, because it can unlock your ability to basically be seen on YouTube. Like before you've got past 1,000, it's almost like you're invisible. I swear. There's a lot of things that having those 1,000 subs actually really helps. Okay, let's just chop down this one tree and call it a day. Yeah, boom. Not too hot in the mask? Nope. No, it's fine. I'm a robot. I don't feel heat. Question mark? pretty sure that boosts that. I'm sure the cogwheels do, but... he doesn't post much anymore, but one of his videos went viral and 1.1 million views. Oh yeah, there we go, you got it anyway. Yeah, I hadn't seen your comment, because I looked into him a bit when he originally followed and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, let's have a sus. And yeah, that's what I found. Gotta go. Alright, Nick, thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. And hope you have a good rest of the night. Sorry we couldn't get Melvin out for you. There isn't a ton of engagement on his vids, and he's had a random amount of success. And this comes back to exactly what I was saying the other night. And again, not trying to diminish or dunk on him or any of his accomplishments or anything, but this comes back to the fact that some people will tell you that there's no luck, it's all skill. And while I'm sure there was skill involved in what he did, the fact that it randomly rocketed to 1.1 million and the rest of his stuff has significantly less views speaks to that luck element. I mean, I've got to go back to the basement actually. Be right back. I think we'll be. Alright, you guys have fun now. I'm leaving. Alright, I'm back. What happened? Oh! He built some umbrellas. Guess he likes umbrellas. What can I say? Oh, there we go. It's starting to happen now. It looks like maybe these umbrellas are actually extending the range, but I don't know that anything else is increasing the speed. Or maybe it's a case of it's just the visual isn't keeping up with the actual effect. Maybe it is actually damaging more when I do this. Luck equals money. Yeah, you get lucky enough, you can get that bank. Yeah, the average views fluctuate a ton. And again, if he hadn't have had that one video blow up, and he was making all the same videos that he is, and he hadn't have gotten to that like 1K threshold and then over that, all those numbers would be significantly lower again. Even if they would still fluctuate, but they would probably be lower again. Because that's just what YouTube does. It prioritizes people that are already doing better will do better. It's not as bad as it is on Twitch. Like, that's the Twitch's Kingmaker system is like ridiculous. But there is still definitely an element of that happens. Most videos seem to be 2 to 3 digits, not a lot of 4 digits plus. I mean, 2 to 3 digits is still way better than what I'm doing. So once again, I'm absolutely not dunking on him in any way. Props. But yeah, and that sort of reinforces what I was saying about the fact that once you get past that 1,000 mark, YouTube actually starts recommending your videos to people. Whereas when you're sub 1,000, like, it recommends you to some people, obviously, because otherwise you wouldn't get any views. But it's very, very minimal. This shrine build's going alright. Do you know if he, because he obviously, it sounds like he relatively regularly uploads then. does he like actively have plans to keep growing the channel, or is it just a sort of thing where it's like what I started with this channel with, basically like, oh well, I'm going to be doing this anyway, may as well stream it, and then, you know, in that case may as well also then upload it. Why not buying first K subs and then keeping it rolling organically from then? Because if you're buying subs, you can not only like probably get in a lot of trouble for it because you're not really able to do that, but also you're creating a. I mean, yeah, there's, and this is the trap that a lot of people fall into with the whole follow for follow sort of nonsense. Is it's like, oh, if I could just get to this point and then from then on, everything will be legit. But I need my foot in the door. Is that just doesn't pan out like that for 90% of people, and maybe there's a way that you could do that and it would work. But like 90% of those things where you can buy 1K subs or whatever, or buy subs or whatever like that, is just a complete scam anyway, so you're not actually going to even get the subs. And even if you did, it's not going to like do anything. They're going to be dead subs, which, yeah, I mean, if you just need literally just the numbers, then it can be beneficial, but yeah, I don't know. I have like thought about if something like that is possible, but I've never really looked into it much. Well, I looked into it briefly and found out that like 90% of them are scams. Had 2K followers. Had 2K followers. I'm done with follow for follow. It's just a nice number. Wait, so are you saying that you got to 2K using follow for follow? People get so sucked into the follow for follow thing. There's such like a toxic mindset around it, where it's like, oh yeah, we'll all just help each other out, build a community where we will all help each other out and we will all become famous and popular together, and then nothing happens. It can actually end up hurting your channel a lot more than it can help. Especially on something like Twitch, because the problem is that if you have all of those follows, but then you don't have biggest thing is like if you don't have the quality of content. Not necessarily part of the conversation right now specifically. Let's just say you do have quality of content, but you don't. You've got the numbers, but then you don't have the engagement. People will see that, especially people that you want to work with, say brands or whatever. They'll see it and be like, ah, he's bot follows. He's got bot follows, or he's bought follows, or it's fake, or you know, he did stuff originally and now he's fallen off. The concurrent viewers, especially on Twitch, is what's important, and even on YouTube, the actual views, the recurring views and the retention is more important than the number of follows. So they can see that and they can judge the numbers against each other and then go, okay, well, it's not worth even, and they can actually blacklist you for that. Do you know that? They can blacklist you, and they can tell other brands, and they talk to each other, and they tell other people that you could potentially work with that has happened, that you've done that, and that, like, to blacklist you, and then you can get stuck in this awkward no man's land of, well, I didn't know any better, or, you know, maybe you did know better, but you thought that you knew better than knowing better. I don't know what that means. And then you did it, and now you're stuck. Why did the enemy suddenly have, like, regen? I don't know why that enemy didn't have regen last time. That's annoying. That was going pretty well until then. We're really getting anything. Yeah, movement speed. Oh, we were gonna see if we could do crafting stuff. Or what we have. Items. Let's look at items. They were uploading a lot, not so much anymore. Nothing new in 4 months. Okay, so, right. Fair enough. It happens. Sometimes it's like burnout, sometimes it's just, you know, lifestyle change. Chest one, I don't know chest one. Extra wood from trees. Ooh, is wood per day or wood from trees better? 1 turret armor penetration? Ooh, I don't know. Enemies nearby. DPS to enemies nearby a shrine? No. Yeah, I think most of what I've got is kind of what I want. How do I craft stuff? I haven't actually looked at that yet. I realized too late. Hope marketing. Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, same for me. I almost did the same thing. I almost got sucked into it. 2 free wood today? Your item needs a name. Erection. Cause wood. La 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 la. We don't have any arcane essence. It doesn't matter. We can't do it anyway. Okay, well. Guess we just try again. I still want to do the all shrine build. I want to get it happening. I want to make it happen. Yep, doubt I'm that important in social media. They tell each other this dude got no proper traffic, but I know where you're coming from. Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much brands talk to each other. I mean, mostly I guess it would be if you were specifically reaching out and like trying to get sponsors and stuff, and then they would see your fake numbers and stuff, and then you'd get blacklisted. But it's still just what's the word I'm looking for? It's best practice basically, because on the off chance that you do get yourself basically completely blacklisted, then well, there goes the career. Because unless you basically start again under a different name, and maybe, or like with the face, well, I guess if it was just a different name, even if it was the same face, they might not notice as easily. I don't know.
Hello
It's a whole thing. Then yeah, you can kind of screw yourself over. Once I heard about that could happen, I just stayed away from that kind of stuff, like the plague. Hey Lameffy, sorry, I did see your hello there. How you doing? Welcome to Outpost. And also Adam, I did see your message. I am excited for Saturday. More Starfield. I have not had nearly as much time to play that game as I would like to, because I only play it on stream. And I am looking forward to playing it some more. It's gonna be good. And then next Saturday, PAX. Super excited for that too. That's going to be wild. Wild fun. I learned not to talk about money/business during the first interaction. Later on though, it doesn't work either. Yeah. Well, yeah, sort of similar to the conversation that we were having the other night. If you do that, you jump in straight away with the here's like you know, pay me basically, or trying to sell something to them. Then you're just instantly like, okay, see you later, because it's like, look at me, hello, this is my name, this is what I do, buy my things, and everyone's just like, oh, yuck, get out. But then, yeah, obviously, when is the point at which you can broach that? When? Oh, what is this? Oh, interesting. You know, when is the right time to bring that up? Because you don't want to do stuff for free. But do they even require your services? It's a whole thing. Starpost? Yes. Welcome to Starpost. I think I've developed crowd anxiety after Corona. So I see the photos from PAX and I'm just like, nope, not for me. Are you not going to PAX? I thought you said you were going to PAX. Was that someone else? I mean, it's pretty busy. Last year I went there. It was crazy busy. But as I was telling Corley in one of her streams, because she's like anxious about going as well, because of how big it is and everything, is as long as you like avoid that main street, that main corridor down the middle is where it's like shoulder to shoulder. If you skirt the edges and don't like just get, you know, trapped up on that middle lane, you can avoid a lot of it. And you can just like, yeah, chill and do the stuff that you want to do and then move on. But it is like, yeah, it's pretty big. It's last year was pretty huge. Must have been someone else. Oh. For some reason I thought I was going to see you at PAX. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, if I get it, 100% get it. People, especially many people. Many people is no. I think that's how I would characterize that. Okay, let's get some more stone. We really need some more stone. Initially, it was the cost that put me off. Now it's the crowds. Fair. It's it is kind of. Oh, can I harvest that stone? It is kind of expensive, isn't it? There is a decent amount there, so it's not like necessarily like overpriced. It's just a lot of money. Okay, let's get some of these in. So I don't quite understand what made... We might put some damage in here as well. I don't understand what made the, that bee boss that we went up against have regen, because he hadn't had it before. My cousin has been trying to talk me into it for years though. Oh, really? Are they going this year? And which cousin? That's an important distinction. Okay, we got that one. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's start investing some more. Four drills. All drills all the time, baby! And now, let's spend the rest of this time putting in umbrellas. Oh, I can't afford them, but that's fine. Easy. The right time is once I make them hit me up, which means I'll have to give them bits and pieces, freebies, gifts, giveaway. Yeah. You make them want you. When they come to you, that's when you can do it. Until then, it's just self-promoting and cringe. Which most people don't want to wait for. And I get it, but if you want to get anywhere, if you want anyone to even pay the remotest attention with you, to you, sorry, you have to wait, and you have to do it right. Otherwise, people will just want you to leave before you've even said anything. So they're like, Yucky. Stinky. He's one of the enforcers. Ah, the talkative, autistic one. Wow, Lemephi. Yikes. That's a yikes, my dude. I don't think I'm on the spectrum. Well, I mean, I think I do have ADD, so maybe. But I'm not his cousin. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Yep, we're good. Wow, that's stone income. Very tasteful. Just all of these now. Oh, we were going to put in damage. I need to remember to put in damage. You probably met them. They take a long time to take their turn in board games. Yeah, okay. I know who it is now. You should have led with that. You should have led with that. They mean well, but my goodness. And obviously, yeah, as you said, they have they're on the spectrum essentially. So, like, it's not for no reason, but my goodness, is it difficult? It is very difficult sometimes. I know lots of people like that. What, people that take forever to have their turn in a board game? Those are the worst kinds of people. Unless they have legitimate excuses. I mean, even still, it can be... I wouldn't say that they're the worst kind of people, because that's rough, but it's still very frustrating when you're trying to play, and they're taking forever, and you're just like, I finished my turn like 10 minutes ago. Please! Hurry up! Just trying to tip you off without name dropping? Yeah. That's why I was like, okay, I know who you're talking about, but I don't want to. Obviously, you've tried to skirt the name, so I'm not going to say the name either. Okay. 8 damage, not bad. Man, this stone income's pretty good. Let's get, okay, so I'm gonna put that one in there, and then these other 4 ones here, I want them to be, you know what, I might actually destroy one of these. This is a controversial decision, but I want to get, do I put a saw bench down? No, there's enough trees, I can get more out of harvesting the trees for now, so I'll do that. Gotta min-max that. Last Saturday we played a 12-hour board game, ended on round 6 when one of us got to 10 points. Oh, you've just got ads. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to say that again now. Oh, they've got like randomized abilities, because that's a completely different ability, and he just got yeeted easily that time. Oops, that's not that. Okay, damage. Can we get a second one? We will be able to, yes. Do I pass it up for the chance of more attack damage? Hey, thank you. There you go. Now you don't have to worry about the ads. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was waiting till the ads finished to respond to your comment again, because I noticed that you had ads. What game were you playing that took 12 hours and ended on round 6 when someone got 10 points? That seems like a wild game. Is that like Feast for Odin or something? That's bigger than Feast for Odin. Is that like Axis and Allies or something? That's massive. I don't think I'd have the stomach for one that long. Like, I don't like playing... I think party games have their place, but I prefer to play bigger games, but that is still too big for me. remember when I played a game of Dominion with them, and I had a stopwatch timer going each of my turns was like 10 seconds, and theirs was like 3 minutes. Yeah, look, I remember being in some of those games, and not with the stopwatch necessarily, but I remember playing a couple of those games with said individual. And I literally like, okay, I take a walled village, my turn is done, and then they're just like, for like, literally, well, seemingly 3 minutes. I was like, how can it be that hard? It explains, it makes sense now that, you know, we know that they are on the spectrum, but it doesn't make the experience any easier. The ads were too much for Lemeffi. Well, to be fair, he did have a Prime sub and he had used it before, so... But maybe that's one way that we can, like... Maybe we need more ads. Maybe that's what we need. We need to trick people into giving us subs by having more ads. That's what we need to do. That's going to be our strategy now. People think that we've already got too many ads, so that's a great plan. Should have done that upgrade before. Yeah, well, I can't be inside, didn't I? Oh well, we should be right. We should last this wave. I've seen a game with most achievements on Steam. 12k. Wait, 12k achievements? Luckily, it had been removed. Imagine getting same achievements every 10 seconds. Oh. Wait, so it had like 12,000 achievements, but they were all like really tiny ones that you don't have to do anything to get? Is that what you're saying? Like it's just really easy, just achievement fodder? That's so stupid. That's dumb as hell. Twilight Imperium 4th edition with expansion Prophecy of Kings. Okay, I have heard the name Twilight Imperium before, and I have heard it associated with mother truckin' big game. So that checks out. Is that a 40k game? Twilight Imperium to me sounds like a Warhammer 40k game, but I don't know because I don't play Warhammer. Okay, let's get one of those. What can we spend stone on? Is there anything else we can spend stone? Well, we could do traps enemies that walk too close, reducing their health by 30%. You know what? Maybe we just put a bunch of bear traps around the outside, This seems fine. We've got so much stone, why not? And then after we've done this, and after we've filled this area with umbrellas, which I'm going to do now, we will then start investing in some other turrets rather than just the shrine. Twilight Imperium is a 4x space game. Oh, it's not 40k. Okay, it's just a big old space game. Okay. I do love a 4x space game, but I don't know that I like a 4x space game as a board game. I think I enjoy it more as a computer game. Is this not buffing the damage? Oh, there's a bloody flower in the way. I really wish you could get rid of those. Because I think they're only for lighting purposes. They're super annoying. Let me try. I think I tried, yeah. Can I like... Oh, I just realized as well, I've got to actually chop stuff down. Get more umbrellas with that. We got a learned toad as well. Why do you guys keep doing this?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody's got time for that. I mean, that was in reference to the 12-hour board game, I'm sure, but no time for the learned toad either. Why do you guys keep coming back for the learned toad? Are your ears not bleeding by now? Dorothy's here. Damn it. Can we beat Dorothy? Like beat one guy, beat two guys, and so on. To be exact, the Mexican Dream score 1.2, 63 votes. Achievements 10k. Yikes. Yeah, so it is like achievement fodder where it's like kill one guy, get an achievement. Kill a second guy, get an achievement. Like, that's so dumb. That should not be allowed. I mean, obviously it wasn't. It's its own IP, basically Twilight Imperium made / saved Fantasy Flight games. Fantasy Flight games? Have I ever played a Fantasy Flight game? Oh, is that... Oh my goodness, these things can't be destroyed either? I've got 2 holes in my defense now. God damn it. Oh, what was that? Wait. Did I just get something for that? What was that? Did anyone see that? Did they give me something? I'm confused. What was that? It's still on Steam for $10. Pick it up. It's a great bargain. You can get 10,000 achievements. What a bargain. Sounds like a great time. Said nobody. Oh no, we have... Oh, we have Blessings of Log. Well, I can do that. Wait. Is the Blessings of Log now going to be in Toad as well? Going to be the most sacrilegious blessings you've ever heard. Shower Thoughts. Learned Toad. It's gonna be something. Fantasy Flight has lots of Star Wars games and Cthulhu. Oh, okay. I can't say I'm familiar with the genre, to be honest. Wait, can I really not build there? Oh, what a piece of piss. That's not how that phrase is used. Yes, Blessings of Toad. He is the voice of Log. No! Clarence is the voice of Log. How dare you? That's sacrilege. Maybe I just, like, start upgrading these umbrellas. It doesn't feel very efficient, though. Oh, also, I just realized I didn't actually have enough to do that yet. These only have a radius of that, otherwise I'd stack more of those. Oh, God. Well, actually, maybe, you know what? I should probably put, if I put some ballistas in these spots, that is probably going to have a much larger effect than anything else will. Because then we'll get all of those buffs as well. Elder Sign is Fantasy Flight game? What's Elder Sign? You're saying all these things that sound great, but I don't think I've ever heard of it. Wow, we're actually... Look at that stone. That stone income is wild. We probably need to get rid of one of them. Oh, there's stone there as well. Okay, ballista there, and yeah, I think I'm gonna. No, I don't want to get. Do I want to get rid of one of them? No, I'm not gonna do it yet. I might do it next turn. I'll build the ballistas first, and then I'll figure it out. Clarence is Log's Justicar. Clarence is Log's Harbinger. Thank you very much. But Justicar probably comes under that title, to be honest. Well, that was a bit random. Just got a sub to Salberry from Bloody Trongo. What? That is super random. He actually does do that on stream sometimes. He'll just I thought usually he did the sub himself. Because I think he subbed to like Amaranth and stuff previously after achieving sub goals. I think that's the thing, like one of the things that he does when he achieves certain sub goals and stuff. So that's random as. You won the lottery. You got it. You did it. They also did an XCOM board game. Ooh. Now you speak my language. Is it like... Is that 12 hours as well? Because if it's 12 hours... If it's shorter... Interest. Man, we need wood now. Should I, like, knock those down? I reckon it's value. I reckon if we knock those down and put in cogs, that might be beneficial. I don't know. I've played the Star Wars TTRPG from Fantasy Flight Game. I was trying to figure out what the acronyms were. Oh yeah, how's that? Oh, they're all strafing. This is where we lose out on a lot of this. We probably need to like get some splash damage stuff just because they strafe so much sometimes. Justizier? What? Is that how you spell is that how you pronounce Justicar? Justizier? They need to work on their spelling. That's not how you spell Justicar. It's just a car, bro. Not Justizier. 1 to 2 hours? Could be interesting, that. Could be worth the sus. Oh, okay, here's the big question though. Is there like an inordinate amount of setup? That's one of the things that not necessarily turns me off games, but like makes it difficult for me to invest time into it. It's ages of setup. Have you heard of Arkham Horror? That's another Fantasy Flight. God damn it, I keep remembering what that stands for. I probably don't need to say it now, do I? I have heard of Arkham Horror. I don't remember specifically what it looks or plays like or anything, but I've definitely heard of that before, and maybe even seen it played. Maybe even played it myself, honestly. I don't remember specifically. I think Isaac is a board game noob. How dare you! I have a cupboard full of board games in my hallway, thank you very much. Just because they're not, you know, 12-hour games, just because I don't have time to sit down and play a 12-hour game of whatever it was you were talking about that ended in 6 rounds. How rude. I'm honestly quite offended by that. Rude. Oh, I need this out. I believe it's French in origin. I'm still gonna keep saying it's just a car. Because, bruh, it's just a car. Relax. It's just a simple car. Oh, this is in the way again. What is that? What is that sound? What is it doing to me? Why is it like this? There, we got to just move the umbrellas. That's even better. This is gonna actually be alright, I think. Elder Sign is basically the DICE version of Arkham Horror. Oh. I see. Is Arkham Horror, is that like got a board and like movement, like pieces and stuff? Or is that Arkham... Definitely played something like it, but I don't know specifically which one I played. I played a few different ones similar. but I don't know which one specifically. Okay, this defense has gone better than last time. Never mind, it's actually English word of Latin origin. Got him. Got him. I mean, that still does make sense that it's pronounced justicier if it's Latin rather than English. I mean, name me 10 words that are actually just straight up English origin. I don't think that's even possible because English came from like Anglo-Saxon, right? It came from English. Well, it came from like Latin and French, basically. A lot of the words are like Latin or French. So you'd be kind of hard pressed to find words that were specifically just English. I'm sure there's probably some. I don't know how linguistics work. I'm not a linguist, but I know that there's a lot of words that we've just stolen from all sorts of different languages. It's three different languages in a trench coat, or whatever the quote is. I think I played Arkham Horror once at Guff or the Deacon Gathering. Arkham Horror is 3 hours plus, where at the end everyone dies or goes insane. I mean, that sounds like a few games that I've played. I've played House on the Hill, I think, which sounds similar to that. And there's another one which I think is called Arkham Horror. It might be the one I'm thinking of. Where you all have your different characters and you have like different abilities and different equipment and stuff that you start with. And I can't remember exactly how it plays, but I think I've played it. It's obviously, yeah, Lovecraftian, whatever. But I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I played it, and I think I only played it like a couple times. But I think I might have played it. I remember it was pretty fun at the time. English is a language that lurks in dark alleys, beats up other languages, and rifles through their pockets for spare vocabulary. Nah, that's it. What's original about English? The fact that we've stolen from more languages than any other, maybe? It's a Lovecraft investigator romp. Yeah, I think I've played it. It sounds super familiar. And is the box art, is it like some like old-timey like 1920s like investigator, like private dick looking fella with like maybe a fedora or something, and then maybe like a revolver, and then there's like people behind him, and there's like a Lovecraftian Cthulhu monster maybe somewhere back there, something like that. I'm getting like just vague ideas of what that is, but I don't know if that's exactly the one we're talking about. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty. Like this. Poor guards. They just wanna save Skyrim, you know, make Skyrim a better place. Make Skyrim great again. I mean, that's why they're on guard duty, I suppose. Having a blast with our conversation that I stopped keeping track whether you're getting better or hit the wall in Outpost. Well, I mean, we do... Half the time, the game is background, and in this case, I think it's definitely nestles into the nice, just serotonin background noise, and, like, I'm having a great time playing it. And the conversations is sort of the more main focus. So, yeah, I'm not at all surprised. But we are getting better, that's what I should say. We're doing better. At least we're doing better than the second run. The first run... Wait, have we had 4 runs tonight, or have we had 3? The last run stopped abruptly when the B boss that has like 400 health randomly had regen, which I was not expecting. Oh god, we don't have enough wood. But the run before that, we got up to like level 35 or something. And this one, we seem to be tracking pretty well. Things are doing pretty good. We did a couple upgrades in between the 2 sessions, and I think we're on track. Okay, I don't want to chop down anything. We're now just going to be running purely off of that income, which we should probably... We might be better to swivel the other way around, because we're getting... I don't know if we need that much stone. I don't know. Yes. Oh, so I am thinking of the right one? The Arkham Horror, whatever it is, that game. Yeah, I played it and it was fun. Larry's back. He's getting roasted. Look at him go. Stop switching. Okay, this is going fine. Oh wow, I forgot that the shrine hadn't even started firing yet. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good income. That is pretty good. Alright, let's try and start using these. Man, what do we use all the stone on? Is there something we can place that uses only stone other than bear traps? Because I don't just want to spam bear traps. The cogwheels are great, but it means that we then have to place more turrets, which, I mean, maybe we do. Maybe we place more on the outsides and cogwheel them, because they only have a limited range. I think I will actually... I'm going to switch over this to be wood. So we'll lose out for a little bit, but then we'll do better afterwards. Another FFG game which I have and really like is Battlestar Galactica. I'm gonna make a lot of people just leave right now and be very upset and disappointed with me. And you know, things are... I'm gonna get judged. I haven't actually watched Battlestar Galactica. I've never seen it. And by all rights, I should, and it's good, and I would probably like it, but I just haven't done it. I've even watched like Babylon 5 and Andromeda and like all the Star Treks, but I just haven't watched Battlestar Galactica. And I should, but I haven't. There we go, I said it. I got it off my chest, I said it. The unsubs are coming in now. Actually, can you unsub? I don't know, maybe you're stuck here. I don't know if you can unsub. Alright, let's get Sawmill in. There we go. I think I'm a little too ADHD to do 2-hour+ games. Yeah, for me... Yeah, there's an element of that for me as well. But I think for me it's more so that I just don't have the time to... I don't have the time to invest in it, and and having the thing with board games in general is the only really good ones are the ones that you play with other people, and there is no way that I can get together enough people to justify playing a game that is over like 2 to 3 hours. Just at all, just full stop right there, full stop. So I just don't end up playing games that are that long. I stay away from party games where I can because they're too short for me. I still play them every now and then. They're good for certain situations. But yeah, I just don't really have the setup, I guess, for games that are that long. I saw a scream pop up but didn't hear anything. Like, what? I heard a scream, but I didn't see a scream thing. What was that? Did you do a sound alert? Am I going insane? Yes is the answer to that. I don't know what to do with this money. What do I do? What do I invest in? I play mostly 2+ hour games. You want a refund? What for the, was it you that did the scream? Oh, is that all? I thought you were going to say going to crap on it or something. No, not that bad. I just haven't seen it. And by a lot of people, I think that's basically heresy. Especially since I love my sci-fi, and I just haven't seen it. But no, I haven't watched it to know if I dislike it or not. By all accounts, most people say it's very good. I just haven't watched it. I haven't seen Battlestar Galactica either. It seems meh. Does it? Everything I've heard about it basically says that I would like it and I should watch it. I just haven't. I don't even know why. It's not even really, because sometimes I do that thing where it's like, oh, well, I don't want to do that thing. I don't want to watch that thing. I don't want to be part of that thing because everybody else is doing it. You know, I want to be a hipster. Not actually specifically intentional, but that actually kind of does happen. But it's not even that in this case. Just haven't watched it. Alright, let's get this down. Let's get the fire rate going. Oh, wait. Was that like every time I was putting something around that, it was giving me something back or something like that? I don't know. Is that what they're for? You get like a return on investment or something? Alright. That's so much stone, jeez. But you're not watching things has become more brand for you. I just don't have the time. When I'm not like streaming or doing stuff related to stream, I'm usually either like either spending time with my wife, or looking after my daughter, which means I'm not going to be able to watch the likes of Battlestar Galactica as much as I would kind of like to and probably should. Alright, things are looking alrighty. Let's just put this here to sort of cap that symmetry off, even though we've got that stupid plant there. Goddamn plants. Plants! Who needs them? Another reason is the same reason that I don't do competitive strategy games in video games, and that is when you are losing, it takes forever. You know that you're losing, but it takes so long. Oh. We did it. We lost one shield, but we did it. You know that you're losing, but it takes so long for it to finish. You lose in an FPS and you maybe waste 10 to 15 minutes, but you lose in a strat and it's 2+ hours potentially wasted. Which is exactly, well, it's one of the main reasons that I don't play them competitively. I enjoy a good strategy game. Especially, I used to like really love my RTSs because, well, I just played a lot of Age of Empires. But I think I'm more into turn-based because I can take things at whatever pace I want to. But yeah, I never play them competitively because everyone else is always 1,000 times better than me. And I have no hope of closing that skill gap. But I still have to spend like an hour and a half finding that out. Well, not finding it out because I already know, but experiencing that, I guess. So I play against bots because I have just as much fun just, you know, ramming up against the bots. I have a great time doing that. That sounds weirdly sexual. And then, yeah. Just have fun doing it that way. There we go. That's a lovely excuse, but how old is your daughter and how long have these various movies, series, etc. been out? Hey, don't bring facts and logic into this discussion about Battlestar Galactica. How very dare you? How dare you? Disgraceful, honestly. I mean, it depends what it is. any of the more recent stuff, that's a very legitimate excuse. But before that, okay, here you go. Before that, I was actually a person that had a job. I know it's hard to believe now, but I had an actual real world job. And I had to do job things. So that was my excuse for that. That's what I'm gonna roll with anyway. Less stress. I hate multiplayer. I'm an old school single player with some exceptions. Yeah, me too. I mean, that being said, I until kind of recently, I was playing a lot of Halo Infinite because I grew up with Halo, love Halo, never been amazing at multiplayer, but on Infinite, I seem to be able to bridge the skill gap actually okay. And I sort of having a bit of fun, but because that game is just like so broken for anyone in my region, I just cannot play it anymore. And Counter-Strike 2 came out today, I think, and I had so much fun. I post videos in the Discord, just bot stomping in that. Oh, it felt so good. Like, I played a bit of Counter-Strike 1.6 back in the day, and I played a decent amount of Counter-Strike Go, but this one just feels... It just felt like a new game again. It felt like everything was so responsive and just so fun, and it was really good to just get in and just do some bot stomping, you know? Good fun. We're gonna lose this real soon, and we actually need to because it's 11:36. the last half hour went like that. Before that, I was like kind of conscious of the time, and then the last half hour just disappeared. Okay, we're gonna get done here. Well, actually, we might be alright. The problem is, I put down all these bear traps, and I don't think the flyers are affected by them, which makes sense, they're flyers. But it doesn't really help me. Oh, we got like nothing from that. So we'll just go again. Like playing Command & Conquer Generals against you or Chris, and it'd be hours trying to kill each other and the game would crash before we reach the conclusion. That was the worst part of it. Was the fact that we'd get several hours into like the most epic game we've ever played, and then the whole thing would just crash. That was the worst thing about it. But obviously I was 90% of the time on the winning side, so it would have been a lot more fun for me. And especially with the strat, with like a first-person shooter, you have good games, you have bad games. And you can lose a round, sure, but then you start again another round, and it's fine. But in a strat, RTS, turn-based, whatever it is, you get into a death spiral, and he's already dead, but he doesn't know it yet. And you have to spend hours getting to that point. Okay. We built like mega damage, and this dude's still just invincible. Night 35. This is as far as we get. Oh, we actually did some damage this time. When the shrine actually got involved, we were able to do some damage. Another 5,916 experience though. Yikes. That was good. That was fun. That went pretty well actually. Yeah, no, I am definitely with you on that though. That's why I always like to play co-op and single player games, because I just don't... It's not even necessarily that I don't want to lose, it's just that I just can't be bothered, you know? 12-hour game of Twilight Imperium has 5 losers, but usually most of the people have had a good time and don't feel their time was wasted. Well, that's good. Because that is kind of hard to do with some games. It can be very hard to do to have a game, especially such a long game, where a whole bunch of people lose at the end, and then there's only one winner, and then they've still had fun along the way. I guess if it's that long, you've had the chance to do your little, you know, have your little moral victories or whatever, I guess, but it can be very difficult to just not, you know, especially in a game that you might not be as good at as well, if you're not like the top player, to get, you know, have fun during that time. The only game I've been good at was Soldier of Fortune 2. I have heard that name. I definitely never played it. What is that? Starship Troopers was released in 1997? Yeah, well... okay. Excuse. What excuse do I have? The memes? For the memes? I have no excuse, really. Wow, it's 25k to get the next level of some of these. That's wild. Where's the cogwheel, actually? Oh, they're all the same, aren't they? Well, that one's locked because I haven't done that. The banner. The burning sword. Yeah, they're all 25k, these ones. Yikes. That's not gonna happen, is it? Let's just start. Maybe we should do this, actually. We should probably start unlocking the ones that allow us to start later. Ooh, okay. If we get these in tandem, we can start at a later day with more resources. These will slow during winter. No, I don't want these. 10 seconds longer. Gold. I'm not using gold. Ooh! I didn't see that. The projectiles are slightly homing. Okay. Wow, we could have, that could have saved our ass. 411 experience. I think I'm going to save it. Oh, it's 10k. Maybe not. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now, though. There we go. That was fun. What did you guys think? I really liked that. I was quite happy showcasing that because, like I said, I played it beforehand and had a lot of fun. And it's like, especially for the stream, it's just a perfect little sort of background dopamine hit while we're just having some good chats. I quite enjoyed it. If you are interested as well, I was playing Kingdoms, but the base game, just Outpost, is on Steam completely free. Absolutely free. So you can go and download it, and I don't think it's a very large game either. You can download it, install it, play it, and have a bit of fun. I thought it was fun. I thought it was quite fun. Have you seen Starship Troopers 2 and 3? No, I haven't seen any of them. Soldier of Fortune, an FPS series. It's also single player mode. Is that like a early 2000s or late 90s game that I've just never heard of? One of them had a bug sucking people's brains. Wow, there you go. Starship Troopers, everyone. Yeah, I've definitely not played it. I watched it, rather. I've played the game, actually, but I haven't watched it. There we go, done. Not half bad. Yeah, I have fun. I think it's good. I can recommend that one. That should go in the Google Doc, actually. Hey, Lemurphy. We should add that to the document, and we should add that to the YouTube playlist of hidden gems. Man, can you add that not to the document? I mean, you can, but if you have access, I think you do. Can you put that in recommendations that I need to add it to the YouTube playlist, the Indie Gems YouTube playlist, and put it in the Google Doc, because I need to like rank it, because I have like a little ranking system on there, and that's one that I would definitely recommend. I remember playing Generals against Chris and chasing him all around the map, trying to exterminate him, but I think he was GLA Stealth General and I could never completely destroy him. But I can't breach my Air Force General. But he can't breach my Air Force General, and then the game crashed. Yeah, well, I mean, the notorious one that I remember was, again, Chris and I were playing off, and I chose random for some reason. I think it was a power balancing move that you guys pulled on me. And I ended up as Chinese nuke general. I'm worst with Chinese in that game. I'm not very good with Chinese. I can play everyone else really well, especially GLA. Chinese, no. And he was laser general, and he had these massive armies, and it came to the point where I was literally nuking he'd send this massive battalion of laser tanks, and I would have to use an actual nuke to stop that advance, and it just dragged the game out for like 2 to 3 hours, and then I can't remember if we even finished it, because like I was just slowly holding him off over the course of like 2 to 3 hours, and then I can't remember if he either won or if the game crashed or something, but man, if that game was more stable. All the games I really like just are unstable. It's so annoying. How different is it from vanilla? Like, it's a standalone. Yeah, it's a standalone. The expansion, from what I was told and what I saw, I think. Let me see if I can pull up the email. I think it just extends a bunch of stuff. Like, you can absolutely... Because originally when I was playing this before the DLC released like a week or so ago, I was having a great time just playing it, just the base game. So you don't need the DLC. But if you get a bunch of enjoyment out of the base game, then you can look at the DLC, which that one is a paid one. But the base game you can get for free and just have a whale of a time. Let me see. Does it say in here? No, I don't think it has in the email. But it adds like a bunch of things. I think it's on Steam what it has, but it adds some extra stuff like waves and enemies and levels and stuff, I think. So, kind of Counter-Strike 1.6, Half-Life. Oh, okay. That era, right? I just missed it entirely then. Soldier of Fortune was one of the first games to introduce locational damage, I think. Ah, right, like limbs and stuff, limb damage and dismemberment, and well, headshots have probably been known since the beginning of time, but well, maybe not Doom time. Let me look it up to see if the image rings a bell. Soldier of Fortune game, because it looks like it's also a song. One of these looks actually kind of recent. Yeah, it just looks like a fairly standard Half-Life-esque shooter. There you go. Could actually be worth checking out. I have so many games on the list that I already don't have time for, and then people keep recommending these like actually fairly decent looking games, and then I just haven't had. Although I don't really have much stuff to play in my out of stream time because I have so much stuff that I want to play on stream. So maybe I could play it there. Maybe. Soldier of Fortune was one of the first... Oh, sorry, I already read that. You could blow people's legs off and stuff. It was great. Oh, okay. One of the first ones to introduce that. Interesting. Don't be scared by low poly, though. I have like a love-hate relationship with low poly stuff. Sometimes it will put me off, but other times it won't deter me in the slightest. I don't know. It's just like it has to be this weird Twilight Zone, I think, where it works. I guess it also depends on the genre. Like a first-person shooter, it's probably less likely to deter me. And like something like KOTOR, like a big RPG. I don't know. I have these weird criterias for things. I don't know why. Soldier of Fortune Payback, wasn't aware of it until you probably Googled it. Yeah, well, I just saw it. I just image searched it. Soldier of Fortune Payback, sorry, not Playback. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, hey, that looks like it was sort of mid to late 2000s. Oh my goodness, it got a 5.9 out of 10 or a 2.1 out of 5. Yikes. It's not a good one. It's not a good one. Yeah, that one looks like relatively recent, like maybe mid 2000s. Like 2010s, I mean, not 2000s. Oh yeah, 2007, so like late 2000s. Yeah, that's about the vibe I was getting. Gee, it just kind of died on that, I guess. It was terrible, it just died. I don't know it. Not even close to Crisis. Man, Crisis was hype. Crisis 1 was hype. To be fair, Crisis 2 and 3 were actually also fairly decent from what I saw. It just... I don't know. I tried playing through Crisis 2. And I just lost interest. I don't know why. Same with a completely separate game, Generation Zero, I was playing recently in my off time. And man, that game just like fell off the wagon at about halfway. It was great for the first couple hours, and then it just turned into this massive, boring-ass grind fest and just travel-a-thon, and I was like, nah, I'm done. Stopped playing it, uninstalled it. Love Crisis 2 for the soundtrack. I don't remember the soundtrack specifically, but yeah, they were good games. I played Crisis 1 a decent amount, and then I don't think the other ones hit at the time when I could afford to have them, I guess. Anyway, I really should wrap up. Wow, it's 10 to midnight. How has that happened? You can't keep getting away with this. Hans Zimmer, not my music guru, but loves some stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, Hans Zimmer is a... He makes some good stuff. He's like one of the biggest names in cinematic masterpieces. I didn't know he did the soundtrack. There you go. Okay, who are we going to rate? Ez is playing Starfield. Ed is playing Lies of P. Or Chans is playing Sea of Thieves. Do we have a preference? See around? He's good but overuses violin. I mean... I feel like whenever you say that someone that's like really famous or like really, you know, top of the food chain, that's not the... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. You're going to get so many people that are going to be like, how dare you? You can't criticize them. They're above reproach. Like Picasso. I hate Picasso. I find his work to be... I'm like, look, very influential and needed to be there for other better things to exist. I hate his work. His early stuff is actually really good, but the whole cubism thing, hate it. But if you say that to a lot of people, they'll be like, how could you possibly say that? How dare you criticize one of the greatest artistic minds of a generation? I just don't like it. Sorry. What do you want from me? So I don't like it. Sorry. It just looks bad to me. The accents are kind of predictable. Yeah, I mean, he's made a lot as well, so I'm not surprised. Not always, but 50%. I know what his music... next course... Next course, if I hear it for the first time. Right, I see. Yeah, okay. John Williams, on the other hand. John Williams, he's pretty good as well. He did the Star Wars, yeah? Did the Star Wars? Okay, we're saying Chans for a change. I vibe with that. Let's go say hi to Chans. In my humble opinion, the biggest movie soundtrack genius. I mean, he's made some bangers for sure. Although, wasn't it Hans Zimmer that did the Lord of the Rings soundtrack? Oh no, Howard Shore. Sorry, Howard Shore. Man, he makes some good stuff as well. That's Hans Zimmer has made a lot of other stuff, but that's not one of them. Howard Shore has made some good stuff. There is at least one painter everyone should hate. He had a silly mustache and died in a bunker. No, he's in Argentina. What do you mean? What do you mean, Lemeffi? Yikes. Really just bringing the zingers tonight. Jeremy Soule, yes. Or Soul, apparently it's pronounced, even though it looks like it should be Soul. Yeah, Elder Scrolls series. Excellent. Oh, did he do the stuff for Baldur's Gate and for Icewind Dale as well? To be fair, I've not actually heard the music in Baldur's Gate because... this. But... wow, maybe I should listen to it. He makes some good stuff as well. Some, like, just... Just really, like, atmospheric, just nice stuff. Hans Zimmer did Gladiator and Inception. Gotcha. Those real big ones, like the big hitting moments and stuff. Alright, let's set up this raid. I really need to go to bed. I should have been in bed literally like half an hour ago. And next week, we need to make sure that we start ending the streams earlier. Because we can't keep getting away with this. I can yell as loud as I want tonight because nobody else is in the goddamn house. But next week, everyone's got to be back. Or even tomorrow, actually. People are going to be back. And I'm going to have to go to bed at more reasonable time frames. So please, please. Baba Yetu? Oh. Baba Yetu. Yeah, I can't remember how it goes, but man. The OGs know. That was a bop. Discord after party? No, I need to go to bed. I mean, yeah, you guys have a Discord after party. Go for it, but I'm going to bed. Let's raid Chans. Go and say hi. He's another fellow Australian streamer. He's played such notable games as Dying Light and City Skylines, one of my personal favorites. So let's go and say hi. I can't respond to all your messages because the raid's going to run out. So thanks everyone for watching. I didn't even do the schedule. Because we've spent too much time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Quick, the time's going to run out. I'll see you tomorrow for Far Cry with Aaron. Otherwise, next week. No, I won't see you next week on Thursday. See you. Bye!